Karis here, and I just wanted to do a quick review for you guys of the cleanse I've been doing because I've mentioned it a few times and I've promised to do a review, so I've finished with the first part of it and I'd like to tell you how it went. So what I'm doing is the Blessed Herbs cleanse, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So this is the big one, okay, and it's like a apothecary in there. It's all this stuff, and this one I have not started yet, and it has toxin absorber, digestive stimulator, bacteria replenisher, paracleanser, toxin neutralizer, kidney and bladder rejuvenator, lung rejuvenator, lymph and blood and skin rejuvenators. So there's a lot going on in there. That one I've not started yet. That's a 21-dayer. The one I just finished, and you don't have to do these together, but the one that I got kind of had both of them go. The one I just finished was the colon cleanser, and that might freak some people out, I know, because it's talking about, digestive stuff. These are just the little user guides that come with it. And this is the colon one, and it just has the shaker jar, which you drink the stuff in, and these packets of toxin absorber. And the way that this works is you use this little packet, and you mix it with about half a jar of organic apple juice 5 times a day, and then you drink it and follow it with a full jar of water. And then before bed, you take these digestive stimulators. And the idea is, and a lot of these ingredients are organic, it's all natural, and so I wouldn't do it if it didn't have really good ingredients ever. That's not an option. So what this does is it goes into your colon and clears out the debris from your intestines and your colon. And you have to fast on the most intense version. You can do a way less intense version that takes a month and you don't have to fast. Or you could do a medium one that takes, somewhere between the 8 days and the 30 days. And for that one, I think there are some dietary changes. But I did the full out one because my diet's already pretty clean. I didn't do it to clean out my body so much from toxins and stuff because I already eat a pretty darn good diet. I'm mostly raw vegan most of the time. Although I eat cooked food. I'm trying not to put myself in a box about it. I've done that before and it doesn't improve my life. So I'm pretty open with diet. However, when I'm at home and when I'm eating myself, I only have mostly raw vegan stuff. And I never eat animal meat. Every now and then I'll eat a animal product. I do believe honey is something that humans are supposed to eat, so I do eat that, but I make sure it's sourced well. And every now and then I'll have dairy or eggs, but not at home. So the way I experienced this cleanse to work was really intense. It was not hard on my digestive system so much because what they give you to eat or to drink fills up your digestive system. It's not like I felt hungry. But the emotional stuff with food is really interesting because I love food. I really, really, really love food. So not being able to eat was really enlightening and humbling about where my self-soothing principles are and where I feel like I need assistance in doing stuff. So what I discovered was I do depend on food some for self-soothing. I think everybody does, but the thing that I missed was not so much how it feels going through my digestive system. And other people said, yeah, I missed chewing when I was on a cleanse, and I didn't. I missed the sensory delicious experience of like the flavors and stuff. But I did notice that I felt really clear, I felt really clean, and like I said, I wasn't ever hungry on it. And by the end, my glow, I noticed that I was very glowy. My skin was emitting more light. My skin on my face totally cleared up. I stopped the cleanse last night, and I'm not really good at ending cleanses. I would highly recommend that you go with what they tell you to do because I was on a weekend with a bunch of other women and we went out to dinner and I just broke the fast there. And that's not really what's recommended at a dinner at a restaurant with whatever's on the menu. It's better to do it with gentle foods, and I did kind of pay for that, but it was worth it to me because it was our last dinner up in Utah. I just got back to Sedona. So I would highly actually recommend this cleanse. The reason that I'm doing it, like I said, it's not for health purposes so much as it's for manifestation, because as I've been trying to create certain things in my reality, I've noticed that the things that are holding me back, it's not the visualization that holds me back, it's the receiving, as a lot of you do too, I'm sure. I have barriers to receiving, as a light worker and an energy worker, it's much easier for us to give than it is for us to receive. So, looking back at my childhood and stuff, I've realized that the way I was raised made receiving next to impossible because of the religion I was in and because of the socioeconomic status of my family when I was little and things like that. I was pretty much never allowed to receive in a way that most people are when they're growing up. So, what I've realized is if I could get the toxins out of my body from deep, deep, deep down, and since I don't really have a lot on the top because I eat so clean and I exercise and all these other things that do the natural cleansing of your body, if I could get it from deep, deep down, then that means that whatever vibration is being stored in my body, right now it's just been my digestive system, but as I go through the cleanse, it's going to be all that other stuff, it's going to carry out that vibration with it. And just to get a little bit physical with you, those of you who want to know, what happened, because I would highly recommend that you go to their website. It's called Blessed Herbs. Eventually, like I said, I really like this cleanse, so eventually I'll put a link up for it on my website when they have, I think that there's like a discount code that I can give if you guys want to order it, because it's not super cheap. I mean, both of these things together were somewhere between $200 and $300, but it's a month long, and I think it's absolutely worth it, personally. So, what I noticed for the digestive stuff was that, yes, things did clear out of my body that I was kind of shocked to see. And if you go on the website, you can see more exactly what I'm talking about. And I know, because I know other people who've done this, and that's why I did it, because I knew someone who did it, and she said it was amazing, and so I figured I should try it. Mine wasn't as bad as some people's, because like I said, my diet's so pure, but it was there. And actually my thought was that if my family knew about this, then so many of my great aunts and uncles wouldn't have been in the hospital toward the end of their lives with diverticulitis, because it clears out like the plaque that forms on the inside of your lower digestive system, which keeps you from absorbing stuff, but also when stuff gets stuck in that plaque, it can like fester and get gross and poison you, kind of. And apparently there's a story somewhere on one of the forums or the website for this, I'm not sure, but someone else told me about it, where someone was clearing this way through this or a similar cleanse, and there were crayons that she had eaten when she was like 5 that came out of her digestive system. So that's a little daunting, but I really like it. Like I said, I'm not quite done with it because I finished a little bit early. I'm pretty good with reading my own body, and so I think tomorrow I'm kind of going to go on it again, because there's still some of the equipment left from this, like the toxin absorbers and the digestive stimulators, and I think I'm going to do one more day of it, and then you take a couple days off, and then I go into the big cleanse, and I'll be doing periodic videos about how that's going as I do it. So again, this is Blessed Herbs, and I did the ginger one. And okay, so just in case you order this, make sure you shake it, don't stir it. I tried to stir in the apple juice, and the powder coagulated, and it was really gross. I'm a texture person. So definitely shake it up and chug it fast, and then water afterward. And yeah, like I said, I did miss the food, the sensory experience of it, but I think it was really worth it. And also it was kind of cool just to do and to see what happened with my body, and also to see all these things clear. Like my skin cleared, like I said, my glow was better. I did yoga. I do yoga every morning, and my yoga was highly benefited by about day 3 out of 5 days, because when you clear stuff out of your chi lines, your meridian lines in your system, physically too, you're more bendy and more flexible. So yeah, that's what I experienced. So again, here's the logo for it, Blessed Herbs, and this is the one I did, the colon cleanse. Really liked it, highly recommend, and that's the review. So go in peace, much love, and I will see you guys on the astrals.